think it's super important in terms of getting placements. I think it's very important to get the higher dollar placement. So I think your brand dictates how much the song is valued or how the song is valued. You and I could write the exact same song. If I am an indie artist that no one's ever heard of and I have never done any releases and have no following on TikTok, and I write an amazing song, maybe I get $1,000 for that song. But you could have the exact same song, and if you've got a million monthly listeners on Spotify and you've got hundreds of thousands to a million people following you on social media, then you could take that same song and you might get 25 or 50 or 75K for the exact same song, because the type of brands who have that budget and a lot that kind of budget for their ads, they are looking for artists that have a following. They want a certain association with the brand. And so ideally every brand would license a Beyonce song or a Taylor Swift song or some, a high caliber song, because you know why wouldn't you want a big popular song from a big popular artist to be associated with your clothing line or your car company or whatever you're promoting, but they don't always have the seven figures it would take to get the Beyonce or the Taylor Swift song if they're available to begin with. So they're looking for the next best thing. Can I get another artist who may not be at that caliber but still does have some name recognition or singing a song that people might recognize or what have you? Um, and then every market, their budget marketing is so big, they may not have that for every commercial. So they know they need to do commercials. So maybe that opens up more opportunities for indie artists that, for this stream of commercials we're doing, we really only have 5,000. We can't get anybody major for that kind of money. So that opens up opportunities for a lot of independent artists that might have good music but don't have the name recognition.
I'm interested in the process. So let's. I'm interested in the process because which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Are these people looking through music that's already been made, or are they sending out briefs for original tracks?
It happens organically in different ways. They might be listening to music that's already made in terms of things that they're already familiar with. But I think, so if you just take ads, when at the point where they're discussing the visuals for an ad and that they're trying to tell a story. So the story could be, someone running through a field and um, um, they're painting this whole thing of green trees, green field, and car running across the grass or Jeep commercial or what have you. They're As they're creating these visuals, they're thinking of what the soundtrack sounds like, and they might be thinking of a main artist, a big artist that, oh, I totally hear this song, because they're music fans as well. So they might be thinking of a particular song, and often they are, or at least a particular vibe, and so that leads to the conversation of, you know, how much would it cost to get this particular song versus what our budget is. They're going in with a particular budget usually, and so that budget and the energy that they want dictates: do we go for a major artist or do we go for an independent artist? Are we going for a known song or are we going for an original song with a similar vibe? A lot of that's dictated by what their vision is and the budget that they're working with.